Hello. Hello, Val.
Hello.
Testing.
Hello, Kale. It's so lovely to be with you here.
Oh, it's lovely to spend some time with you this afternoon, Val, and really get to know the gifts that you offer, and I just would love to hear a little bit more about what you share with people.
Okay, well, I'd like to talk a little bit about the journey I've made with my Wild Woman Wise work and invite you, some of you women, to come on one of these Wild Woman Wise journeys with me. So I've been on my what you kind of call conscious healing, awakened path for quite a long time now. Probably can't quite count, but it's quite a while. And as ever with these things, developing all the time. I love to work with women, and I got a real calling a few years ago for that work when I was when I was with some other women at beautiful Wild Cape Cornwall, and we were celebrating the summer solstice, and we were chanting "Wild Woman, Wild Women, Wild Woman" and drumming, and it really came through that I need to do this Wild Woman work. And I always have to say play, because the play is a part of it too. It's so important. And then I began running retreats for women in this country, so mostly in Devon and Cornwall, and they were celebrate the wild voice, celebrate the wild woman. I also do the wild voice. Celebrate the wild woman with voice, body and soul. And I was doing those for several years. Had some great times with a lot of shamanic ceremony, shamanic healing and journeying, and expressing our voices and movement and bodies and voices. And then some years ago, I was journeying about the next stage of that Wild Woman work, and Wild Woman Wise came through. So I was guided to work more with our own innate wisdom that we each carry as women, and that wisdom can develop as we get older. I feel like mine has. It's not so much the years or the number, but it's about the experience and the development that comes with that experience. So I now share the Wild Woman Wise work in the form of retreats in the south of France that began as the Paths of Mary Magdalene. And I also do Wild Woman Wise work here in Penzance, shamanic healing development groups for women. So I have two of those running currently.
Lovely. And are you able to tell us what we will expect to receive from the current retreat that you will bringing in June 2020? What will we gain by coming to join you on that week's retreat or the 5-day retreat in France?
Yeah, it's actually a full week this year.
It's a full week.
Yeah, it is. They began as 5 days, and as the retreats developed again over the years, it's like there was a real need to share more with the women that came, and also to share this amazing place that I love to go to. So I will answer your question directly as well, but if I just track back to how those particular retreats evolved, I've been going to this place called La Val-Dieu in the foothills of the Pyrenees for 17 years. I think this year will be my 17th. Been going almost every year since that I discovered that place, and it is just a place of retreat in itself. So I've been there many times, as I say, mostly on a kind of holiday for myself, holiday retreat by myself or with others, and it's been such a peaceful place to be. And I felt, particularly one year when I was bathing in one of the many mineral rich springs around there, this is a place I need to come with women and do water initiations with women. Actually was the original calling that I had. Now when women come, we explore the water and our natural connection to the water. We do the initiations. We have a real laugh, as well as a lot of joy expressed. And also one woman who hadn't, for years, probably most of her life, been able to go into water, into deeper water, and that was a real experience for her, just to have that kind of immersion. I discovered, and who knows if it's true, but I read in a book after I'd been doing these water ceremonies for women there, that they say that Mary Magdalene, there's a local legend that Mary Magdalene and actually baptised or initiated people in one of those places in the water. So wow, okay. We do go to all these power places where the Magdalene is supposed to have been. Whether she was there or not, they are beautiful power places. Like here in Cornwall, there are lots of ley lines. There's a big Celtic history. What I'm particularly focusing on this year, is presence. I feel an increasing need within myself, within I see and hear from those around me, friends, clients, acquaintances, whoever it is. There's more and more need to be really present, and actually it's getting harder. This year's retreat is called Pathways to Presence. So we will still have the Magdalene energy around us. We will still be shamanic journeying, working with healing ourselves using various techniques, including shamanic journeying, ceremony, fire ceremony as it's the solstice, and shamanic walking and other meditative walking practices that really help bring us into presence, and the meditations. Present with ourselves, present with nature that's around us, the natural forces, whether it's being present by focusing on a mountain, the Bugarash, which is a sacred mountain, which you can see from everywhere on the land at La Valdieu. So I just like to go and be in mountain pose with the mountain and be present with the mountain, but it also means that I'm being really grounded, really present with myself at the same time. So these are practices that we are focusing on, which particularly evolved out of last year's retreat.
Wonderful. It sounds an amazing place where women can reclaim parts of themselves and become really present in that space with you as a facilitator.
That's right, yeah, it is. And experience lots of joy, life-changing experiences, being together as a group. Also having some time for quiet reflection or a little bit of free time, that's absolutely necessary too, within all the teachings and I call them pilgrimages, like the mini pilgrimages to these beautiful power places. One, for example, is known locally there as the Isis chair. So that has like a goddess energy. I also have a goddess chant which came to me from meditating there at that chair. Maybe I can share that with you.
Wow.
Or shall we close with that?
We can close with that.
We can
I'm
close
really
with that. We'll come
yeah.
back to the goddess chant from the Isis or goddess chair. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I call it the goddess chair.
Yeah, and hopefully we can share some images alongside this video as we introduce this, to encourage people to see where they're coming.
Yeah, I'd be very happy to share some of the images of the location, which is absolutely glorious. Do you know, I want to also share with you that for me, it's the most peaceful place I've ever been. Here in Cornwall, we do have some peaceful places. I think if I go to the edge of the cliff and just have the sound of the sea, that for me that's the sounds of nature. Here I've been camping. They have a lovely little woodland camping area at La Valdieu. You can stay in the house. You can camp, you have the option. And one year when I was camping, I was just lying there. Gosh, all I can hear is the sound of the swishing of the horses' tails. Remarkable.
Wow.
Yeah, they live just off a road, but literally a handful of cars go along that road in a day, so it's really quiet.
Wow, I really look forward to seeing and meeting the women that come and join you this year on this retreat. It sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to you being there as well,
and
you other women that are going to join us.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'll chant. I'm not warmed up, so you'll have a little croak in this today. The goddess chant from the goddess chair, which is near Rennes-les-Bains and Rennes-le-Château, which I no doubt some of you will have heard of. Rennes-le-Château, famous via Holy Blood, Holy Grail, all the Mary Magdalene stories, Da Vinci Code stuff, etc. Anyway, this is very near Rennes-les-Bains, which is a beautiful place, a spa place of hot springs. I am the goddess here within me. I am the goddess deep inside me. I am whole. I am of the earth.
Beautiful. Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Gail.